You should know more about your customer than you do about your products. The more you know about your customers, the easier it is to communicate effectively with them. The more you know about your customers, the more solid your relationship is going to be with them. And the more you know about your customers, the easier it is for you to add value to your products and services. Today, we'll examine methods of adding value by your actions and by your concerns for your customers. Just what is added value? It is anything you do to serve your customers beyond their expectations. This may require you to think above and beyond your normal duties and responsibilities. Value added is creating a pleasant surprise in the mind of the customer. Now, value-added selling is not dropping the price when the customer reacts negatively to the price tag. That is discount selling, and we're not talking about discount selling. The trick to adding value is that the value is defined by the customer, not by you. As an example, you may have had a salesperson tell you in the past that their package includes 24 hours of technical expertise that's available to you. Now, that is added value, but you may be willing to buy from a discounter and pay a per usage fee for that technical help. So the technical expertise of that package is not of value to you. This means that what is valuable to one customer may be perceived as not as valuable to another. Now, here's the question. How then do you know how to exceed a customer's expectations? If you've been doing a professional job of selling up to this point, then you should know an awful lot about the customer. By spending so much time in the beginning of the sales cycle asking questions and listening carefully, you have an idea of what is important to that customer. It may be speed. In that case, you highlight the quick turnaround time that your company is known for. It might be that you learn cash is tight, so you highlight your payment terms and how to schedule payments. You must add value to the sale by knowing what your customers want. You know what your customer wants by asking questions and building a relationship. Value-added selling is important for several reasons. It allows both you and your company to separate yourself from the competition. It creates a positive impression in the minds of your customer. It improves your word of mouth advertising, and it creates an upbeat and positive environment at your place of business. As it becomes more and more difficult to separate yourself from the competition, you need to understand that you are more than anything selling relationships. That's right, selling relationships. You see, you're not in the selling business, you're in the people business. The more value you give people, the more willing they are to transact business with you. One of the best indicators of good customer service is the perception by your customer is that you have exceeded their expectations. Selling is not just a constant, competent job. It's exceeding customers' expectations time and time again. Let me give you a quick example where my expectations were exceeded. The man I buy my suits from knows that I travel extensively for my business. He offered to bring my suits to the office for me so that I would not have to add one more errand to my list when I have time in town. Because he had taken the time to get to know about me, my business, my concerns, he knew that time with my family was precious when I was in town. Do you think I ever think about going anywhere else to buy my clothes? Of course not. No way. Once you begin to look for ways to add value, I know you can find them. To apply this information today, brainstorm on your own, or with a team of at least 6 different ideas on how you can exceed your customers' expectations. Now, there are dozens of ways you can add value to your day and to your day-to-day interactions with your customers, from handwritten thank you notes to follow-up phone calls. Another way is to clip articles from newspapers about your client and send it to them or hand it to them the next time you meet with them. Added value is a great selling tool. It shows that you really care about the customer as a person. It shows that you are tuned into their needs. It shows that you care enough about them to go the extra mile.